guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Chandi.
I am Martin.
And today we'd like to share with you some tips or some encouragement for your marriage during this quarantine season. And this is a series where we call Married and Quarantine.
Absolutely. This time will definitely pass. This is not the end of the world. I know it's scary, and with a whole lot of things that is going on in the world today, it could be very stressful with you having to wake up every morning and to stay at home. That could result to stress, that could result to friction in the family. But we're here to encourage you to know that in the midst of our difficult time, we can make it a beautiful time. We can make out something beautiful out of it. There are truth and there are some things we definitely gonna face. It could be loss of job that could cause fear, that could result to us to begin to panic. There are a lot of people, we hear about how many jobs have already been lost. If you look at the number, how many people that have died, and a whole lot, it could result to depression, but we want to tell you that God is still on the throne. There's going to be life after quarantine. If you read the book of Proverbs chapter 24 verse 10, it says, if you faint in the days of adversity, your strength is little. We are here to encourage you to not allow your faith to faint in a time like this.
I know, yes, that difficult times are here, and even as married couple,
right,
we may be facing just having to stay with each other,
right,
stay with your spouse,
right.
And some of the things that could occur is that it can cause a lot of stress, it can cause a lot of fear, and it can cause a lot of worry.
Right.
And one thing that you can do during this time is that you can tell your spouse about your fears. You can also find out what is intensifying the fears. Is it the news? Is it the media? Is it even text messages like WhatsApp? You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you want to be able to shut those things down and have the peace of God that passes all understanding to overwhelm you, because His peace is all we need during this time. We need Him to always remind us, just like He says. He said that we shouldn't fear not, that He is with us. He will never leave us. He will never forsake us. So we need to just remember that God is with us, and He is going to be with us in everything that we do, even this time of quarantine.
Absolutely. That is so true, baby. When you made mention of fears, I'm just looking at areas that it has affected and impacted our lives. When we think about how many people that have died, our heart goes out if you've lost any loved one, or you have a family member who at this time has been infected by this pandemic in any way. Our heart goes out for you, and we're praying for you. It could be something that will bring stress in the family, and we have to cook more often. Unlike before, when kids have to go to school, now you have to deal with every single person. So it could be a lot. It could result to lack of resources, money. We using more money, going off budget, just to keep up the family together. I mean, there are a whole lot that could happen in a time like this. But one thing we want to say is that God is still on the throne. Difficult time, will not last.
Tough times don't last, but tough people last.
Absolutely.
All right, so just remember that. And another thing we want to encourage you, or one tip we want to remind you, is that attitude is everything. Attitude is your mode for which your engine runs. Attitude determines your altitude. So however you're able to put your attitude out there will determine how you would handle things that come your way. It will determine how you will handle the kids, your spouse, and everyone else around you. Do you wake up with a positive mindset to say, today I'm going to be a better person, I will do better today? Or do you wake up saying, wow, this thing is overwhelming me, how am I going to handle it? But when you're able to recognize that your attitude would determine how the atmosphere in your home, it will go a long way.
So when we talk about attitude, it's a time to look inward and just see, are there things that we've been dealing with, as a person, that has really affected your growth? this is time for you to work on those areas of your weakness. It could be anger, it could be that you don't listen, your listening skills is low, or it could be anything. It's a time to develop yourself and see what you could do to make yourself better. It could just be you doing those things that you don't normally do. I know from my background, men are the ones that will have to be served. You could turn the table around and just serve your wife, serve your family, cook for the kids. They'll be excited to see their dad jump into the kitchen, fry some eggs, and just do some fun things together. That's a beautiful thing to do. So when we say attitude, look inward, just take stock and see what you could, change around and make things to be better.
Yeah, and also find the balance. Find the balance between what is going on and figure out how you can choose your battles.
Right.
This is a time also choose your battles wisely.
Right.
Don't pick up every fight with your spouse, because right now I'm telling you that it's one of those times where you're recognizing some of your weaknesses and everyone is trying to point out their weaknesses. So remember to choose your battles wisely. And the next one is to learn from the moment. Learn from the moment. This time, I know it could be difficult to know what needs to be done, but you can use this as an opportunity to grow together as a family, to bond with your children, just like my husband said, bond with all of them. Right.
So we've been playing a lot of table tennis with my wife. She has really improved when it comes to playing ping pong. She's doing a lot better. In fact, at one point she almost beat me in a game, and I'm excited to just see her playing towards what I love. And we've been doing some things together. In fact, we've had some couple of dance. Some night we just said we're gonna dance, and we had some lovely dance. We just the kids love it. Just learning from the moment. And also when we say learn from the moment, it could be budgeting. It could be us just asking ourselves some real tough questions with our finances. Me and my wife, we've really had some couple of business meetings. We normally do that once a month, but we had to do it over and over because we are spending more every single week.
And we're spending more time together too.
So it's been something new that we have to cope up with and just learn. It's something that we can develop, improve on. It could be just areas that we need to refocus on. It could be having more time with our kids to help them learn, in any area of their struggle. I mean, there are a whole lot to do. Instead of us complaining about it, let's use the opportunity to grow so that we can be better and come out better from this whole thing happening. Remember, like I said earlier, that we don't choose what happens to us. Instead of allowing it to bring stress, let's turn it to opportunity to grow in ourselves and become a better version of ourselves.
Well, that's it, guys. We hope this was some sort of encouragement to you.
Right.
And also remember, in everything, just trust God. Have faith. It's all going to work out. It will work out for our good, because He said He knows the plans He has for us.
Right.
Plans for good and not for evil.
Right.
And He will bring us to an expected end. And that is our prayer for you, that you will come out of this victorious. That you come out of this knowing that God loves you so much.
Amen.
And He cares for you.
Amen.
And we are excited for you.
Awesome.
Let us know in the comments what God has been teaching you during this season.
Awesome.
Let us know in the comments how you have been coping with quarantine. Subscribe and ensure that you press the bell button so that you can get notifications when we post content.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.
Bye.